live this morning on KFMK in Houston.
Over 8,000 people right here in my backyard. H-Town, baby. And so now it's time for us to accelerate and to put your dreams in motion. All that we're gonna do in 2020 starts right now. We're gonna put them in motion. 1, 2, 3.
We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. But there's so much more that we can do with IGO, and we're gonna do it.
U stands for something. Loyalty. Unity. And edification.
Yo, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They tryna catch up, but ain't fast enough. We don't win, it's unanimous. Alright, threw a boomerang and hopped on a plane with somewhere it never rains. Yeah, we
So therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Earlene and Holton Bugs Day.
Yo, foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jonathan Green, and thank you very much for giving us a portion of your day to hear about what has quickly become known as the fastest growing home-based business across the planet, guys. And I'm excited that I have the opportunity to share this information with you over the next few moments. So hopefully you'll thank the person that invited you onto this platform to hear this information. We're extremely excited about the details of it, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen so that I can bring our PowerPoint presentation up. Number one, if this is your first time hearing about iBoomerang, I'm not really surprised because our company just crossed over 12 months in business, folks. But if you have heard about iBoomerang, I'm not surprised because we've already expanded to over 180 countries worldwide. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I have the pleasure of being being flown out to Texas and evaluating this project when it was nothing more than an idea. And I'm super excited that I took the opportunity. Why? Because I know the track record of the visionary founder and CEO that put the infrastructure together. Folks, here's a gentleman that is considered by many as the Michael Jordan of the home-based business industry. And this gentleman has created an environment, folks, that produces more millionaires in a year, you know, than people could even fathom. And so I'm super excited because, you know, he had an incredible vision. And you might say, well, what is that vision? He had this vision that he was literally going to take this groundbreaking technology and take it around the world and create a building philosophy very similar to Amazon. You see, quite often people look at a business project and they're excited about the project. They're excited about the type of money that they can make from the project because of what they can see. But folks, I made my decision to partner up with this company before there was a name, iBoomerang, before we knew about all of the verticals that would be created. You see, this gentleman, folks, Mr. Holton Bugs that I'm speaking of, indicated how he was going to take this groundbreaking technology in the travel industry, which happens to be the largest industry in the world, and that would be the front door opener for this crib that was going to be designed. And you guys get a chance to see it through a PowerPoint driven format, but I'm excited because I have the opportunity to share with you exactly why I'm so excited about this amazing project. Now, before we get into the details, we have a disclaimer. iBoomerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results, earn any money with our program through our tools and our strategies. Why? The reality is, guys, you get out of it what you put into it. And quite often, this day and age, a lot of people want a lot, but they don't want to put forth a lot. And we just encourage you, if you'll be diligent to the process and really understand where we're going with this vision, folks, you'll be excited about the information that we're going to share. So it's time for the network marketing to evolve. And here's what I mean by that, okay? We're talking about a first-class consumer experience for your customers. You see, this idea, I wasn't intrigued about coming back into the home-based business industry just to build another organization. No. You see, Mr. Buggs talked about this groundbreaking technology and how 3, 5, 7, 10 years from now, you know, we would be able to have this income that was generated from a true customer base. Folks, that means that success without selling for ambassadors, this technology, putting it in the hands of individuals to take full advantage of it. And to give you a clear, vivid picture of what we're talking about, we're literally taking network marketing industry from the taxi cab era, where our customers had to typically pay more and only the strongest recruiters could win, to now more into the modern era where we make monies when our customers save money. And so I'm going to illustrate and draw a picture of what it is that we're doing so that you can grab a hold to it and run as fast as you can. I know there's a lot going on in the economy right now, folks. Trust me when I tell you, this is the time that you want to lay out your foundation around the world. And we're going to show you exactly how to go about doing that. So, you know, I mean, man, you know, I just want you to give it up for our visionary leader, Mr. Holton Buggs. You see, here's a gentleman that over the last 30 years, folks, he's gone from a student to the best in the game. Considered by many to be the Michael Jordan of the home-based business industry. I love the fact that this gentleman encountered obstacles as a student, folks, but he kept the course in terms of his learning and focusing on getting better. 1990, folks, when he started this journey, the first 7 years, never made over $500 a month. A lot of people in the home-based business can relate to something like that, okay? But of course, once this gentleman was able to study the greats in the industry, he developed a formula and a system and created rapid success right away. In the last decade, over 45 families earning over $1 million a year through his leadership, folks. And we're excited because just March a year ago, he not only launched iBoomerang, folks, but he surrounded himself with the best of the best leadership. You know, when I look at a company, you know, a lot of times people want to look at the products. They want to take a look at the compensation plan. I want to look at the leadership team, because that is what's putting together everything. And when I look at Mr. Holton Buggs, it's impressive with what his resume shows, folks, but he surrounded himself with greats in their respective areas, folks, to build out the infrastructure. So you might be wondering, how are you going to bring this vision to the world? Well, number one, it starts with our PRIB. You know, our PRIB, Perpetual Residual Income Builder. You say, what is the PRIB? Folks, we're talking about our technology that will have built-in data analytics and artificial intelligence, as well as world-class people power. And so when you understand the magnitude of what the PRIB is going to do for you, we're talking about from a customer standpoint, folks, I mean, it's going to work on your behalf from your customers. It's going to work on your behalf in terms of building your organization and keeping everyone on the same page here. And customers that are utilizing this technology, saving money, gives them this profound enthusiasm over their savings, guys. And you look at the travel industry itself. What were our options prior to the iGo product that we've introduced through the PRIB? Sure, we can go to different websites, booking.com, Agoda, Travelocity, Priceline, Expedia. There are about 45 websites that we could go to, and collectively those websites generate over $190 billion a year, folks, but they're owned by two giants in the travel space. That's Booking Holdings as well as Expedia Group. Well, what if there was a way you could have your own wholesale travel platform and we could pass the savings on to you? What if there was a way that you could give access to your platform to where you can go and acquire customers by giving them access for free, and every single time they utilize that platform, you could actually earn money for helping them save money? That's exactly what we've been able to put together through this amazing model. Here are a few examples for you. A 4.5-star hotel in New York priced on Expedia at $339, on our platform, $178 a night. You're talking about $161 of savings per night because you have the access. How about Paris, France? 4-star hotel, Travelocity priced it at $440. Our technology, $130 a night. Every time you book through this platform, guys, we're going to send you a reservation confirmation showing how much you paid, how much you saved, and the reward credits that you've been able to accumulate from purchasing through your specific platform. So here's an idea of the core services that are available through our travel component. Just the travel technology alone, we're talking about hotels around the world, rental cars, cruises, flights, luxury homes, weekly stays, all-inclusive resorts, marketplace activities. Can you imagine going on a trip and purchasing your shore excursion through your platform? Now you're accruing reward credits that you can utilize towards the next rental car that you decide to get for a day. Can you imagine going and capitalizing on the restaurant savings where your favorite restaurant, maybe it's a $50 price, but you're able to purchase that through your technology for $20. So the same $20 that you spent and you earn reward credits, you can go to that establishment and now you have $50 worth of value. Guys, really, really amazing. I want to share something real briefly here. We're so excited about what it is that we're doing and how we're doing it, folks, that we also have a price match guarantee. It simply says, should you find a price online on any other site that's lower than ours, not only we'll refund you 110% of the difference. That's huge. But I want to make it clear that this is available for hotels, cars, as well as the weekly stays. Flights are not included in the price match guarantee, guys. It's a heavily regulated industry, but understand that the flights are so low right now. But, I love the fact that we're still dominating the industry in terms of flight pricing as well. So here's to give you, let me give you an illustration of exactly how our customer business model works, folks. And keep in mind, we're about to share with you ways that we generate income. And the first two ways that we're generating income is you're earning this money through customer savings alone. We're not talking about the team building aspects. We're not worried about how many people you recruited, how many people quit. Folks, all we're focusing on is how many people that you give this technology to for free that understands the value and they're looking to save money. You're an ambassador, okay? And I love this because, you're getting ready to go on a trip to Cancun, folks. We're talking about this 5-star resort, to stay there is going to cost you $1,046. You remember that you were an ambassador for iBoomerang. So you logged into your technology, your iGo technology, and you saw that you had a 37% savings immediately, a savings of $424. So that means that on your platform, it cost $621 when you couldn't find it anywhere else for under $1,000. You went and talked to me. You said, Jonathan, hey, have you booked your trip for this Cancun retreat? I said, no, I haven't. You said, well, I want to give you a boomerang. I said, what's a boomerang? You went ahead and shared with me as a 6-digit unique code that I could go to this website, activate the boomerangs, and have immediate savings. Well, I activated the website. I saw that I had an 18% savings. I was very grateful because I saved $212 when the lowest price I could find was $1,046. but yet on your platform with tax, it was only $834. So here's an illustration of what you did. You gave me a boomerang. I saved $212. The way that our model is designed, folks, 50% of my savings will go to you in travel savings bonuses, another way of saying commissions. You've earned $106 for a trip that I was going to go on anyway. That's right, guys. You gave up 50% of your savings, but the other 50% is paid to the referring ambassador that gave the technology away for free. So you think about where we are right now. I mean, what an amazing time to have a home-based business. That's what we call options. You see, 99% of the people that come into the home-based business industry come in on a part-time basis. They're looking to generate anywhere from an extra $300 to $500 a month. Many, because they stay to the course, they eventually earn in between $1,000 to $3,000 a month. Whereas people go full-time, folks, and they put forth the efforts, build a solid team, keeping people on the same page, and earn some of the greatest incomes that you can imagine in the home-based business industry. We're excited about our customer acquisition model because it's just as it says. The travel savings bonuses we're going to talk about are coming from travel savings alone. You see, you put this technology in the hands of 10 people, and we show them how they can save an average of $600 per year. That's a total of $6,000 of savings. 50% of the savings went to you in commissions. That's an extra $3,000. Folks, how would you like to position yourself to earn an additional $250 per month by simply giving this access away? But we can extrapolate the numbers through the team builder model. You see, I love the fact that we don't have to sell to recruit, but what we can do is we can recruit for people to give away this technology. We can recruit, once again, for people to give away this technology, and now you have a network of customers that you're able to earn by helping them save. A team of 50 that goes out and get 10 boomerang customers, each has 500 customers that save an average of $600 per year. Guys, that's $575 a day of savings. Now, these are the customers that came through your team of 50 travel savers ambassadors, but you position yourself such that 10% of the savings will go to you in commissions. We're talking about $58 a day, $1,700 a month, over $20,000 a year from a network of 500 customers that came through your 50 business partners. You see, we're excited about travel. Folks, you can see why it's so powerful, how there are people really excited about partnering up with iBoomerang, but we're also excited about the rideshare industry. So many details we can talk about the rideshare industry, but let me go back to the infrastructure here. Once again, here's what I love. I love the fact that I believe in our leadership and the vision that they casted when this was nothing more than an idea. Folks, everything is playing out just like they described. Okay, they talked about how we would have this iGo technology and people would get excited around the world, because every time they rent a car and save $10, we make $5. Every time they go and get a hotel room and save $20, we earn $10. And how we would spread across the world, folks, in true fashion. Now in the first 12 months, over 500,000 customers around the world. Folks, now we've gone on and added the next business vertical. You see, Amazon, the building philosophy they had is they utilize books as their front door opener for what they developed there. They got customers around the world who wanted to find books. Whether or not they could get the cheapest book, they knew that they could go to that platform and get books, period. And now as a result, there's pretty much anything you want to purchase, you can purchase through the Amazon network. Well, now we've introduced our second vertical through the Crib, which is called Vibe Rides. You see, that's 500,000 people that now will quickly learn about Vibe Rides because of the data analytics, the artificial intelligence that's built into our technology, guys. So let's talk a little bit about Vibe. Why would we go ahead and tap into the rideshare industry? It's quite simple. is a $24 billion industry projected to become a $100 billion industry over the next 3 to 5 years, but expected to become a $1 trillion industry, guys. It's perfect timing for us. You see, we're talking about 98 million people currently ride in as a passenger in the rideshare industry. Over 5 million people currently drive with one of the rideshare companies. I love the fact that we built the model that simply says, look, we're going to go ahead and build out this technology. We're going to put the infrastructure together, and you can go ahead and choose to drive with Vibe Ride if you're already a driver. Maybe you drive for Uber, maybe you drive for Lyft. Great. You can now add Vibe Ride as another platform for you to generate revenue. But in addition to it, you can refer other people to drive, and we're going to pay you for doing so. And the company says, just imagine if you're a driver right now for maybe Uber or Lyft, you have customers. You can refer other people to download the app to capitalize on Vibe Ride, where they can choose their own vibe. We're talking about their specific genre of music. We're talking about the temperature in their car. The list goes on and on what we're building into this technology, guys. But how about the girl power feature? Maybe you're female and it's late at night and you only want a female driver to pick you up. You press that girl power button. Or maybe you're a female driver, you only want to pick up female passengers, folks. We just built in, that's the beginning of our security features that we're building in this technology that we can take around the world and build a first-class consumer experience, guys. And so here's a breakdown to give you an example of how you can go ahead and capitalize on this amazing wealth transfer right at the beginning, okay? I love this because, see, if you're a driver, great. You're a driver. That means you position yourself where you can earn up to 75% of the fare every time you get in your vehicle. Well, guess what? Someone introduced you. So whoever introduced you as a driver, the company's going to pay them 3% of the transaction. In this example, $100 fare, that person's going to earn a $3 referral every time you get in that vehicle. But how about the team of individuals like that have referred you onto this line right here? See, we have a drive share pool where there's another 3% that's going to be spread out, folks, that's going to take care of everyone else who bought into the idea of iBoomerang becoming the most admired corporation in the world over the next few years. And then, of course, we look at it from the customer perspective. Someone had to tell the rider about this amazing technology, and whoever the recipient is that referred that rider, we're going to pay them 3% of the base fare every time that rider gets in a Vibe Ride vehicle, folks. That's amazing, but there's a team of people. We're going to reward you for going out and introducing people to this technology that will refer to other people. That is what our ride share pool is designed to do, folks. We're going to simply pay you without having to go out and recruit people, okay? And so my question is, do you boomerang? Because I certainly boomerang, folks. Once again, you say, what is boomerang? That is where we give away a specific code to whether we're attracting a person to utilize the technology that we have for wholesale travel, or whether we're looking to attract a driver who already drives, or whether a person is looking to drive. Right now, with where our economy is, folks, there may be people that choose to drive. They're looking for an opportunity. People who may have never considered it would love to go ahead and get qualified to drive, folks, in the state of the economy. A lot of people are at home wishing that they could work, folks, and they would love to know about this technology right now. And then we have riders. People still have to get from point A to point B. You can refer this code to them. They're going to go to igoboom.com. They're going to enter that 6-digit code, folks, and immediately the codes are smart, okay? They're going to take your customers to the right landing page where they can become a customer for travel, where they can go ahead and start the process to become a driver, or they can go ahead and start the process and download the technology to become a rider. Regardless of which they decide to do, you've just birthed a new customer for life. That is exciting, guys. Right now, our company has incredible momentum going on, folks. We just implemented a new accelerator bonus. All we want you to do is accelerate. Go out and share the details. Our company says, look, if you cast a vision, you won't have to recruit people. You will attract people to the platform. Company says, you want to go out this month and make sure you have a minimum of 2 new partners. Why? Because our company is willing to pay you 7 levels in depth, regardless of the package you decided to partner at, whether it's coach, business, or first class. We're going to pay you 7 levels, folks, and there are a whole lot of people that are looking to get paid quickly. And as a result of doing this, folks, exponentially, you'll have checks going out throughout your organization as a result of taking action. We also have something called the dual team bonus. Why is this so important? We have over 40,000 ambassadors that have already made an investment into their future here with iBoomerang, folks. And as a result, they've been able to capitalize on something called first movers advantage. That simply means that the people that execute first will have the greatest advantage in the end. You see, here's the picture that I foresee. 40,000 ambassadors currently right now. Folks, over the next year and a half, we'll have, close to 1 million distributors, travel savings ambassadors that are partnered up in our platform. Can you imagine saying that you partnered up in this company when there were not 50,000 agents around the world? That's an advantage. See, the person that introduced you to our model, folks, they have a left team and a right team. You're able to secure the best position of equity, whether it's on their left team or their right team. Why? Because other people, as they fall beneath the organization, whether or not you know their name, whether or not you don't know what they have lined up in terms of their pipelines of business partners they want to attract to the platform, or their influence in terms of the customer base that they're looking to build. But here's what you do know. You do know that you've taken action, you've positioned yourself for leveraged income. Our company says, we're going to show you how to build the left team and the right team. Every week, we're going to take the common amount of production, the common volume between those 2 legs, and we're going to pay you either 10%, 12%, 15%, and you can position yourself to where you can get paid as much as 20%, and the max you can earn per week is $250,000 per week through this one model alone. But yet, this is only one of several ways that we generate revenue through our business model. So you might be asking, hey, look, how do I get started? Well, you can position yourself to get started in our project for as little as $49.95. I like to say that this gives you an eagle's eye view of what is taking place and what has people so excited about the world of iBoomerang. Folks, we're going to give you access to a customer site. We're going to give you 5 boomerangs to give to your friends and family members so that they can utilize the technology and start saving immediately. We're also going to give you access to our Ambassador Online Management System, folks. And your monthly subscription is only $49.95 a month to stay active with this program. And we're willing to pay you up to 25% of the referral commission just by positioning yourself, guys. But of course, if you're serious about taking full advantage from a timing as well as a positioning standpoint, folks, you want to go ahead and align yourself with the product pack that makes the most sense for you and your families. You see, I'm not here to dictate which package you get started at, but I am here to make sure you clearly see the difference amongst the value propositions of each package. You see, there are 4 value propositions that I'm going to highlight here in detail, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up the call. The first comes in the form of your personal access to wholesale travel for you and your family. if you're a person that says, listen, without a shadow of a doubt, I want to have the access to travel, great. Our coach package gives you access to hotels, flights, and rental cars. Now, if you're simply saying, well, okay, that's a one-time $250 investment. Hotels, flights, and rental cars sounds great, but I also like to go on cruises. That just simply means that the coach package is not the package for you. Because if you enjoy going on cruises, folks, you can save up to 70% through this portal just by getting started at the business class alone, which is only an additional $250 investment more. Literally, for 50% of the cost of your smart cell phone, you position yourself at the business class. Now, if you're a person that said, well, hold on, I saw the core services. You also talked about the all-inclusive resorts and the weekly stays and the luxury homes. I would love to capitalize on that. Well, great. That just simply means you need to position yourself for the first class so that you can take full advantage of all of the travel benefits. Okay? Let's go to the second value proposition. It comes in terms of how you get paid with the customers that you and your team go out and acquire. Again, you're giving this technology to customers for free. The coach class says we're going to start you out with 10 boomerangs. You can purchase more of the boomerangs, but the major value proposition is here. When your customers book hotels, rental cars, and cruises, we're going to pay you 50% of the commissions we would have normally paid you. You say, well, if I'm getting 50%, is there a possibility I can get a higher percent? Yes, business class will pay you 100% on the same amount of work. If you say, well, I want 100%, great. That just simply means coach class is not the package for you to get started at. Because at business class, when your customers book hotels, rental cars, or cruises, we're going to pay you 100% of that commission that we said we're going to pay you. You say, well, if I get 100% at business class, what's the difference between business and first? Well, it's a difference in you getting 100% on hotels, rental cars, and cruises versus you getting 100% on all of the eligible travel and activities. It's huge. I love business class. Why? Because it allows a person to get started and capitalize on additional values. But of course, first class, folks, is what makes the most sense to me, because you not only get 50 boomerangs right out of the gates, but you position yourself to get paid on all of the aspects of our customer acquisition network. The third value proposition is the dual team. You see, guys, it's one thing to be in the right place at the right time. It's another thing to position yourself where you can get the highest payout on the same amount of work. All we're simply saying here is you're going to build a team, a network. You can choose whether you're going to get paid 10%, 12%, or 15% right out of the gate. You see, my background is I have a dual degree in mathematics and computer science. And when I look at these numbers, here's the way that I look at it. If my team went out and generated $10,000 of revenue to get paid on, the question is, would I like to get $1,000, $1,200, or $1,500 off the same amount of work? It's a no-brainer for me. I'll choose the first class all day long because $1,500 is 50% more than the $1,000 at coach class, okay? And last but not least, is our luxury experiences. Folks, all we're simply saying is at first class, we're going to position you when we have our exclusive member trips. We're going to give you a 2 weeks pre-sales notice at first class. A week later, we'll make it available for our business class partners. And then, of course, a week later, we're going to make it available to everyone in the platform. But regardless of the package that you position yourself for, folks, is only a $99.95 a month monthly subscription that you'll be responsible for. You know, I'm excited about this, guys, very excited. Here's the reason why I'm excited. Because this clearly reminds me of, it reminds me of a moment in time when I was in the right place at the right time, but clearly didn't make the right decision, okay? Actually 20 years ago, I had an opportunity to invest in the stock market. I had $10,000 that I could invest without affecting my family's lifestyle. And I'll never forget it, guys. A gentleman came, I went to him. I sought out advice. I wanted a champion. I wanted a mentor. And he said, Jonathan, you came to me at the right time. If I were you, I would take all $10,000 and invest it into these shares of stocks. I looked at him and I said, all of it? He said, yes, Jonathan, every bit of it. I remember going back to my vehicle and I made excuses. I said things like, you know what? I don't know what James is talking about. My mom always said you never put all your eggs in the same basket. Just like this information makes sense to some of you guys, but you might start thinking about the state of the economy. You might think about what's going on around you when someone invited you to this platform, because there's an elite group of entrepreneurs that are winning even though we're in a losing economy. Anyway, I decided to look at the stocks. I didn't take action. I saw these stocks go from 41 cents down to 37 cents, up as high as 45 cents in a period of 2 months. So with my $10,000, I could have purchased almost 25,000 shares of these stocks. And since I didn't know how to evaluate a company, I didn't know what it really meant to be in the right place at the right time, I decided that, you know what, James didn't know what he was talking about. I stopped looking at those stocks. 8 months later, when I looked at those stocks, they were trading at over $90 per share. That's right, guys. A one-time $10,000 investment would have yielded a return of over $2.5 million. I was in the right place at the right time with the right leadership, but clearly didn't make the right decision. Why did I share that story? Because that's exactly what it reminded me of when I decided to partner up with iBoomerang when it was nothing more than an idea. Folks, I knew that all of the criteria that we were looking for had aligned itself from not only a leadership and vision standpoint, but also from a business model standpoint, as well as a compensation standpoint. And we executed. We executed when there was no evidence that anyone would obtain success outside of the visionary leadership. Guys, you're here today when this company is thriving with success. We're excited. We're thriving with success. There are people winning, folks. Our company has already created the first $1 million earner in iBoomerang. There are people, folks, in as many as 183 countries that have already made an investment and are receiving commissions at this point, and we invite you to make this a reality. Folks, get back with the person that invited you onto this call and go ahead and secure your position within that dual team to lock down first movers advantage. And we look forward to our support cast surrounding you with incredible leadership to take your vision to a whole nother height, to accomplish everything that you desire and you set your mind to accomplishing. God bless you all. Welcome to the Future Millionaires, and thank you again for giving us a portion of your day.
When I look at iBoomerang and how big the opportunity is, I compare it to the giants in business, not the giants in network marketing. I've watched Uber, I've watched Amazon, I've watched Airbnb, and I've watched them take an unlimited approach to encompassing the entire world and be able to have the entire world participate in their mission. And iBoomerang is no different. Travel is something that's huge. It's $8.7 trillion every year. And that's only one component of what we'll be able to do.